Hi, I'm Amy Moskowitz, and I'm the reference manager at the Haverford Township Free Library. Since we are now open for curbside service, the reference staff and I have been switching from recommending books available on Overdrive, Libby, and Hoopla to books which may be available for pickup at the library. If you've been missing holding a physical book and turning pages, listen up, because these selections are in our catalog and available at the time of this recording. Remember, in order to participate in curbside service, this week, either call or go to the website and fill out a request form for the materials you want. Then, our staff will pull the books and contact you when the requests are ready for pickup. Come to the library, wait at the bottom of the steps, and someone will assist you. It's that simple. Today, I have two selections for you. First is a best-selling nonfiction book called Being Mortal: Medicine and What Matters in the End by Atul Gawande. Gawande is a surgeon who lends his years of medical experience to this amazing book about how we die and how we live. A review by The Guardian gives a nice summation. Quote, "If the first half of his book concerns nursing homes and how we can age with self-respect, the second half concerns palliative care and how we can die with grace," unquote. Yes, at times this book was hard to read, even by someone who hopes she still has many years to live. Facing our morbidity and even aging is something many try to deny. This book faces it head on. Be brave. Read it anyway. My favorite part came towards the end when Gawande talks about his father's suffering and death from a tumor. He begins to see death differently when it impacts him as a son and not a surgeon. He also discusses some cultural aspects surrounding death that I found fascinating. Death is something universal that we all face. This book tackles the difficult subject with clarity and gives the reader peace of mind, as well as new information and insight. Author Malcolm Gladwell has called Being Mortal, quote, Atul Gawande's most powerful and moving book, unquote. I think that if you read it, you'll be moved as well. The second book I chose is Louise Erdrich's The Roundhouse. This novel is a National Book Award winner, and it will keep you talking about it long after you finish reading it. It tells the story of a woman brutally attacked on her reservation where she lives with her husband and teenage son. While she takes to her bed traumatized, her son Joe tries to solve the crime any way he can, bringing his mother's attacker to justice and trying to make everything right again. But he's finding that he's growing up and his world is changing. Innocence is lost, and justice may be lost as well. The Roundhouse for me was a book that I kept thinking about long after I listened to the audiobook. It was a complex and profound novel. I also like that it took place in the 1980s, so Joe was growing up when I grew up, although he was a little bit older than I was. I was absorbed by the characters, not only Joe and his mother, but also the father and others that you'll meet as well on this North Dakota reservation. This book has layers. I read it in a book club, and once I thought I had peeled away everything, there was even more points to discuss. Someone brought up other points that I hadn't considered. If you like books that make you think, and the books that make you want to talk about them even long after you finish reading them, read The Roundhouse. Remember to check first and see if Being Mortal and The Roundhouse are available at the library, and then request away. Thank you for joining me today. Keep reading, and I'll see you next week for more Reading with Reference.